Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your April 2025 reading. So, it is spring, we had the equinox, we had Ostara, and of course, spring cleaning, we change, we move, we prepare the earth for the new growth of April. So, um, it's in the theme for you also, my beautiful Tauruses. As you come in the month, of course, you just had that new moon in Aries, which is probably still active inside of you this month. Because what does it do? That's where we're planting our new seeds for the next 6 months for our full moon in Aries. Aries, my fire. Who am I? I am Aries. So all these questionings, and of course, you help with Venus retrograde. Going back and reevaluating in Aries was who am I, my self worth, my self value, my what I love, and all of that, and also how I love, how I bring my energy in these situations. And then she's going into Pisces. She's in Pisces now. She's doing the transit in the beginning of the month. She is in Pisces. And so there we're touching something completely different, where she's going to reevaluate when it comes to her principality, which is, abundance, worth, value, and all of that. Pisces rules the 12th house of those deep emotions where could be hiding your enemy. That means the aspects that are really detrimental for you. So in your relationship, about with your worth, your value, and so on. And Venus is your ruler, you know? So you come in the month with 10 of Wands and the 9 of Swords in reverse. It's almost like it started to make you drop a lot of old ones, old pressure, and things like that you had on your shoulders. 9 of Swords in reverse, maybe releasing some deep anxieties about all of this, about who you are and your basic core worth and value. Uh, then under that, I have the 2 of Wands in reverse. So we have fire. Of course, we're in the month of Aries, so fire is important. And the 2 of Wands, this is when I had the old way of bringing my fire, which probably had, a lot on my shoulders, or just carrying a lot of the times that this happened and this didn't happen, and how I'm trying to move around and what I carry with me. Projects unfinished or whatever. But here's the old way and here's the new way. But at the beginning of the month, maybe I don't see it right away. But I'm releasing. As we go into the month, we're going to have the full moon in Libra. So that's why all that revisiting of Venus through, my fantasies, and at the same time, fantasies are not always positive. Okay, it's not always I'm Prince Charming over there or whatever. Fantasies can be negative also, where my illusion is that I need to be extraordinary and save their lives to be lovable. Okay, that's an illusion also. And here, Venus in Pisces is going to bring up those illusions so that you can decipher what they are. And as it's bringing them up, here we have the 7 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. And there's a bit of the resistance of, I'm not taking it anymore. I'm not going to. 5 of Swords, this is really, it's an active mind. That's why the guy has like fiery hair. Okay, his head is on fire. Swords. It's a very active mind. that is winning, that is trying to win. I want to be right. I want to be right, or do I want to be well and happy and all of that? So the swords I used to use in order to convince myself, maybe of my old vision of love, my old vision of who I am, Aries, and my worth and my value, Venus retrograde. Because you see, this guy is actually using 3 swords to beat off these 2 other guys. And as long as he does that, the 3 swords is the 3 of swords, is using his old disappointments and heartaches and things like that to be right. They're all assholes or whatever. And so the 2 swords on the floor would be the 2 of swords, which would allow him to choose, wait a minute, what is my truth here? What do I actually believe? What do I choose to believe? Because my reality is going to fit exactly what I believe. And I have that power. That's why under that, maybe there's a bit of resistance here. No, I'm not letting myself come down. You might put a bit of energy, arguments of, well, no, this is not acceptable and whatnot. Because here this is on the side. It came out on the side, but it's the Knight of Sword, where there's, advocacy of no, I'm not taking this. And here is the Page of Pentacle. It's no, I'm not taking this, and this is who I am. There's my worth. There's my value. At the end of the month, there's going to be a certain divine timing here, a certain change in your core belief. When it comes to your manifesting power, when it comes to your the magician, it's not just manifesting, because when we're in the magician, we're completely sovereign and responsible for our lives. I want a new job, I'm going to manifest it. I don't manifest it by, praying in my living room. I manifest it by wands, action, swords, my intelligence, finding, searching, making decisions, wands, my willpower, going out there, water, my state of being, receptive or depressed. And that will affect right away my worth, my value, who I am, and the matrix, of course. My reality. Here's the magician. It brings from above below, but it passes through him. So if in the past there were core beliefs, temperance, Sagittarius, 9th house, that were detrimental for you, at the end of the month you see the bigger picture. And here you're ready to make that decision, 2 of Swords, to probably be things are happening to me, to no, I'm making them happen. And that's going to be a big change. Because that 2 of Swords is going to allow you to flip that around. Let's clarify this. All right. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Tauruses for the month of April 2025. April. Time flies, doesn't it? At the end of the month, you're going to have your new moon, Taurus. And that is going to be the time to make your decision here. A new moon, we're going to start a new 6 months until your next full moon. And it's full moon completes, shows the result of where it is. New moon, or the day after, if you don't want to do magic on a new moon, but just to reassess your belief of your worth and your value, what you want to build, what you want to create, without taking so much on your shoulders, by bringing your energy in a completely different way. In 6 months, you're going to have a completely different result. Ooh, all right. I have the Star with the Two of Swords. And it's because of Temperance in reverse. It's almost like at the beginning of the month, you have an inspiration. You have something of an alignment, and you have to make a decision about it, but you don't know. You're all conflicted within yourself. You don't know how it can come about. How can I make it happen? Because the way I'm doing things right now, it's impossible. Although I have this Star, if it's unconscious, you're going to have to make it conscious. But here, with 10 wands, I don't know how I'm going to make this happen. And because of a core belief that might be hidden from me. And there's going to be the hidden enemy, one of my core beliefs. So as Venus goes into Pisces, she's talking of your worth and value, Taurus. She's going to bring up what is that core belief that needs to be brought back up. That prevents you from engaging in a new path. So that you can make a decision about it. Yeah, a core belief, one indication here with the Four of Cups could be that if it hadn't happened until now, I don't see how it can happen. I have no reference to it. It's too good to be true, whatever it is. I don't trust my inner light. I'm more focused on what hasn't been resolved, what has brought pain and sorrow. I need to be receptive. So as long as my house of belief, and we know that, that's ruled by Jupiter, and I think Jupiter is like, I think it's during the full moon in Libra that in around the 13th, Jupiter is going to be pretty much in front of it. But anyway, Jupiter will extend what you believe, not what you want. It will extend your core belief. So let's look at that so you might have to push boundaries this month. Fight this until you figure out that Two of Swords here, until you figure out how to enlighten that path. That core belief has to do with maybe I'm not enough, but we need to wake it up. That's the judgment. It's going to come up to the surface, Taurus. You're going to feel like this, and you're going to unconsciously maybe bring up, that time. That's what he does. He's like an amazing lawyer, but he's not working for you. He's working to be right. So he's going to bring up all the files of the times where you gave much more than what you received, where you were abandoned, where, you know what, you're not enough to begin with. So it's very hard to make a decision for us. We have to fight it even more. So, it's harder to say, hey, that's my truth, that's my value. Let's look at that. Hey, that's my truth, that's my value. There it is. The Empress, Venus, retrograding on how you work, what you do. See, there's the conflict, the inner conflict again. It's almost like you have this great inspiration that would allow you to grow, to expand, and all of that. And you have a hard time making the decision about it because you have these old beliefs that unconsciously are still working behind the scene. It's time to, at the end of the month, you're clearing this, and it's perfect in time for your new moon, you. So, Temperance here, upright, with the Magician on the side, because I have to make a decision about that. And I'm going to be guided by that full moon in Libra, Justice, guided by what is fair and true, so that I don't look at the opportunities or what is in front of me through the eyes of my old disappointments and heartaches and use them as proof that the world is unfair, unbalanced, and I never get my due. I'm going to change my belief. You're going to change your belief at the end of the month. Two of Swords. Yeah. Well, you'll be in a position where you'll be able to change your belief. So maybe you have a glimpse of it at the beginning of the month, but it's almost like, I know I have to make a choice. I know my belief is hurting me, but I don't know how I can change that. I don't have access to the new path. End of the month, oh, there's an opening. And here's the Hangman in reverse, revealing. And that's probably going to be that Venus in Pisces, because that's the 12th house Pisces. Now I see my hidden enemy. That's going to be the title of your video, my Taurus. Venus is in there. She's showing it to you. She's your ruler. We finish on Pisces, and Libra, which also has Venus as a ruler, that moon is going to show it to you. Oh my God, how this is unbalanced and how this is unbalanced. So, yeah, seeing your hidden enemy. There you go. On this, my beautiful Tauruses, I'm sending you all my love and light for this spring. Hope you had a great Ostara. If you want a private reading, you go on the website, and of course on the website you have access to the tarot course, you have access to the tarot book, you have access to private readings and whatnot. So mysticwitchtarot.com. And also thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on the new moon and the full moon, I ask the divine to give you back in the shape that is the most beneficial for you. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. And on this, all my love and light. And I'll see you next month.